What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Go. Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
What is going on, brother man?
Zero, zilch, nada.
How are you?
Tonight, bro?
Did you have a good week so far?
I have. It's much better now. Getting close to the weekend. Cheers to you, my bro.
Daniels. Got a little Jack Daniels. By the way, from now on, that's how you be able to tell if I'm having a cocktail or not. I'm gonna put the pouring of the whiskey beforehand.
Pouring of the
there
whiskey.
You go.
So
we have
if we
had
don't
our libations.
of the whiskey, then you're not having a libation.
That's it. That's it. If you don't see the pouring of the whiskey, then it's a clear signal that I am all business. Which I am not tonight. I am here to hang out with my brother Hylunder and hack the Matrix. Find out what's going on behind the scenes of these bullshit headlines we keep reading.
There's no doubt.
So, anything new and exciting going on we need to know about before we get started? You might want to show us. It doesn't sound like an electronic axe you're using tonight.
We're going with the Dean acoustic.
Wow.
Rides is the theme.
Nice artwork, dude. That's pretty cool.
Kick-ass, bro. And I love this thing. It's got the auto tuner, right? It's got the electronics up here so I can tune up, add treble and bass, blah, blah, blah. But I can plug in. It's really nice. I dig it, right? And look at the you got the old.
I think you need more skulls. More skulls, Dan. More skulls.
Always more skulls. You can never have enough skulls.
Seven times.
Just saying, man. Just saying. You know.
Pootie Tang knows what time it is.
Yeah, Pootie Tang does know what time it is. You know.
How things with you, man? How's the artwork coming?
It's coming great, man. It's coming great. I'm gonna get to work. I just dropped by Excalibur while I was riding around doing business for Core today, and let them know that I'm going to be in Monday to start working on their sign. Did I tell you I'm doing that?
Yes.
Doing their sign on their glass. I start that Monday. I got all the paint. Boy, that one shot's expensive, man. I spent $130 on paint.
Yeah.
Sign painter's one shot is not cheap. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do that for them. And
do they do the pulls for you? Do they your
Yeah. I always call him my crack dealer. Yeah. Let's see. Oh boy, we got people interacting already. Let's see. No, that was me.
Hey, when you go in there next time, ask them if they carry Aftershock comics and specifically the A Calculated Man. You know, we've talked about that.
Calculated Man Aftershock.
Right. See if they carry that. If they do, I'm interested in pulling from them. You know, I could probably get it local, man. But I wouldn't mind spending my money with Excalibur. They're old friends there, so you know if I can get
man. Mark's still working there. I talked to him today. Yeah. Matter of fact, he may be coming over to watch the new Halloween movie with me Sunday. Which, by the way, we'll talk about that during the movie portion. Christian says, "Hello, Atmosphere brothers. I'm introducing you to my wife, Melanie." Well, man, hey, how you doing, Melanie?
Thank you for being on new people.
Thanks for watching this. Well, Christian's been watching me for a while, but yeah, thanks for watching, Melanie. Appreciate it, man. I hope that man's good to you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I can't help it. I'm an old bartender. I always hit on the girls. Okay. course, as usual, when we get to running off subject, Al has questions.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
What do we got?
Well, we got top
Get
of the
into
heap
this
this time
nonsense.
around, boys and girls. We got the top of the heap. We got those stories that you just can't get away from. You know what I mean? They're in your face every night on the nightly news. And the first one we have for you tonight, let's see. Let the graphic run its course here. The first one we got tonight is the U.S. Iranian troops in Crimea backing Russian drone strikes. Apparently, the Iranians are helping the Russians in Crimea.
Yeah, they're supplying those.
They're supplying the drones and giving them the training for it.
Yep.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Wait. You mean the Ukraine isn't the only ones getting help?
This is what happens when it starts gathering, right? The thing starts gathering, and people start seeing, advantages of being in war. Ooh, we can sell you these drones with missiles at a low cost to you for your freedom. Whatever.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. By the way, yeah, we're waving back, young lady. She waved at us apparently.
Profiteering. Hello.
Profiteering.
Profiteering off. War, right? War is big business. Everybody's going to get involved now.
Because Pootie-Tang.
What a top. What a top.
He got to get his drone strikes, right? He got to get his drone strikes.
All right. Man.
What else we got here? Chinese top cop sentenced to death after wiretapping Xi Jinping as paranoid leader sends message to opponents. Well, gee whiz, he's not long for this planet, is he?
No, he's look, this guy, one more election and Z is there for life. And this is not the first close advisor, senior advisor that he's sent out to pasture, so to speak. This guy's been sentenced to death. Look, if you're not in line, you're out of line. So this is not anything new, but this guy has been sentenced to death. So
Sun Lejeune in the dock as he is sentenced to death. Wow.
Anybody these dictators see is, that's the old in time immemorial, right? Anytime a dictator sees somebody as a threat, they're going to get rid of him. Pootie-Tang does the same thing. So
does he?
Got my dealers on a pepper tank.
There you go.
Well, let's see what's up with Pootie-Tang. Let's see what's up with Pootie-Tang. Russia military range shooting leaves 11 dead and 15 wounded. What the hell?
Yep.
Two men fired at soldiers on a Russian military firing range near Ukraine on Saturday, killing 11 and wounding 15 before being slain themselves, the Russian Defense Ministry said.
Apparently, this was like a makeshift firing range that they had developed, and people got wind of it, and
Wow.
Sneak attack.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Getting them on the shooting range even. Right. And, of course...
they're Russian, on the range for a reason, right? So might as well get them before I get
on the Russian army mutiny as troops kill commander and surrender as morale plummets. Oh, my God.
Oh my God! And you know what? I'll do some research on the Express and see how up and up they are. But it's just another story, right? It's provocative, and is it true? It's just like any other news outlet. Is it true? Is it not true?
Yeah, but I tell you, let's see what it says here. Russian troops killed their commander after he tried to stop them from surrendering to the Ukraine's army. It has been reported that soldiers were part of the recent mobilized reserve and had just arrived at the front. Vladimir Putin's army has suffered a series of humiliating defeats on the battlefields in recent weeks. Well, yeah, we've been chronicling this all along. I mean, how many times have they got their ass kicked by their own tanks that they've left behind, leaving a battlefield, that they turn on them? The recent annexation, like the day after he annexed them, one part, they took it back.
Mm-hmm.
And and we're dancing a jig over it and stuff.
Things are not going well, and then they they have this recall or whatever you want to call it, where they're bringing up people from civilians going into their homes, and if they're of age, they're recruiting them into the war effort, and they're pulling them out of the freaking prisons, and it's just a bad scene there. And Ukrainians are not going to give up the ship; they just are not. And Russia keeps digging their heels in, and it's just getting worse and worse for them.
But guys, really, let me tell you something. We've been funding the Ukrainians, and now we're seeing Iran is helping out the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the way it's escalating the way it is. And I don't think either side's right. I don't think either side is right. I think Ukraine has proven to be a corrupt country, and just as much as Russia is. So, I mean, that is a bad scene. We need to get our fingers out of that pie.
Just as much as the United States is.
Yes.
But you can't say that our freaking political system isn't corrupt. So
yeah. Don, my buddy Don, he's known as Mudbugs 020. He is the biggest Mudbug fan I know.
Mudbugs.
Yes.
Awesome.
Danny used to have season tickets to Mudbugs when he lived in town. Don, you probably saw him at games. Biggest Mudbug fan I know. He still goes to their games.
Let's kick ass.
He says, "Hey, old man Joe." Okay.
Support the local teams, man. Support the local team.
So the next one, this is not good for Pootie Tang. This is not good for Pootie Tang right here. He got publicly berated.
Yeah.
Putin forced to endure a 7-minute rant from a close ally who appeared to rebuke the Russian leader and demand he shows respect. Wow.
Yeah, man, he let him have it too. I mean, he really did for about 7 minutes, and Putin just sat there. But I guarantee you, after this is over, I'd be curious to see where that guy that was on the rant.
We need to keep an eye on this guy. Let's see if they mention him. The president of
Exactly.
I'm almost afraid to say this. Tajikistan? Help me out, Pootie.
Sign your pity on the running kind.
Oh, pity on the running.
Okay, that's where he's from. A firm ally of Russia appeared to berate Putin at a summit. Amamali Rahman. Rahman. Remember that name, guys, and keep an eye on him. Because
he's probably gone already. He's probably in pieces already.
If he's given this guy a serious 7-minute rant, then I doubt he's suicidal, or maybe he is. Who knows? He says, "We have history, culture, we love, we want to be respected." Wow, man. Yep. Wow. And he had to sit there and take it. Take it, dude.
Oh, wow. He's making mental notes. You can check him out, dude. He's like, part of him will go into Eastern Germany. Part of him will go into Turkey.
And the rest of him can
sign your pity on the running kind.
Exactly. So says Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang has spoken. All right, let's see what we got next on the hit list. Oh yeah, big news today. UK's Liz Truss quits after rocky 6 weeks as prime minister.
He said, "Fuck it, if you guys want to reverse course, I'm out of here."
Oh my God, she was starting to do things, from what I understand.
She was, because the pound was really taking a hit. I mean, it really was losing value, and she backed away from a lot of the taxation bills that they had put in place. And overnight, the pound started getting stronger. But somebody in power didn't like that, right? It's not the people.
Her own party was the ones that ran her out.
Yep.
It's wow. So what does she do? She
said,
threw in the towel. She threw in the towel. That's what she did.
She said, "You can have the job." So that's like the second prime minister in a couple months.
Man, it's crazy.
Stop
that. Oh, what do we got here? An ad in front of everything. Okay, now we're getting around the world here. 40 killed, dozens trapped by an explosion in Turkey coal mine. This was on the 15th, on Saturday. The explosion inside a coal mine in northern Turkey has killed 40 people and left 11 others hospitalized. State news media reported on Saturday. The explosion took place in the Black Sea town of Amasra in Bartın province on Friday, trapping dozens beneath the rubble of the blast. 11 wounded workers were treated in hospitals. State news agency Anadolu said, citing a statement from the country's interior ministry. Soylu
Soylent Green. Soylent Green is people. It's people.
Killing me.
Jeez, man. I can't pronounce half of this stuff, but that's what happened. There was an explosion in a Turkey coal mine. That's sad stuff, man. You got to watch the safety of miners and stuff. I wouldn't even do that job. I don't get how people can even think about getting into that.
Well, if that's the only industry that they have available for their class of people, and they're trying to support their families, that's what they do, you know.
Yep. So, oil depot catches fire near Belgorod, Russia.
Belgorod, Russia.
The governor of Belgorod Oblast of Russian Federation reports that a projectile has struck an oil depot.
Oops.
Part of the war, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so.
Yikes.
Let some Girl Scouts be shooting projectiles at oil things.
Right. Speaking of oil, Saudi prince sends threat to the West after Biden warns of consequences for kingdom. The Saudi prince warned that kingdom is the project of jihad and martyrdom. Oh my God. What the hell did he do? A Saudi prince related to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman seemingly took aim at President Biden and the U.S., warning leaders not to threaten Saudi Arabia. Anybody that challenges the existence of this country and this kingdom, all of us, we are products of jihad and martyrdom. Prince Sal
Whatever.
Ding Dong.
The way that this administration has put itself in a bind with the Middle East and the Saudi Arabia, who gives a fuck about the Saudi Arabia kingdom? You know what? They could keep their goddamn oil. You know, we've put ourselves in such a bad position going to them for oil. The idea that we can't be self-sufficient in our own energy is just crazy to me. Now, any American that looks at this and is threatened by that bunch of people, that's intentional, man. You know, for us to be afraid of these people. The United States is strong. We're independent. We can take care of ourselves globally and economically. And this guy rattles his sabers to the president of the United States.
That's the type of leadership we got right now. That's
what you have when you have cowardice, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when in the White House you have a sitting. I mean, that's what you get, man. I mean,
that's what you get. And you know what? Everybody that lives in the United States came from somewhere.
Yeah.
And they left somewhere because they didn't like what was going on in that somewhere.
Yeah.
And come here, and we're a big family here, and we're all from all different walks. And our governments, and that's not just our government, I've said this before, it's totally intentional for us to fight each other. Because as long as we're fighting each other, we're paying attention to what they're doing.
That is a fact. They divide us to control us.
Damn bad.
That is it.
Saudi Arabia is issuing threats to the United States.
Yeah.
Anybody's scared of that.
They're no doubt. Because you know what, Dan? One we haven't used in a while.
To be the man. You gotta beat the man.
We need to bring that back more, dude.
Yeah, we do.
That's America right there. That's America.
That is the one. That is the one right
People
there.
break their
man.
necks to come into this beautiful country, man. And that's why other places hate us, because people want to be here.
Yep.
They give up everything to be here. So to be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's what's that?
To be the man. You gotta beat the man.
No doubt. No doubt. We are the Ric Flair. We are the Ric Flair. Okay. Moving forward, ever forward, as Patton would, rival drug cartels open fire on each other with 50 caliber weapons just miles from the Texas border. The Gulf and the Northeast cartels were fighting over a popular drug and human smuggling route.
Yep.
Hang on. I'm going to have to refresh this so you guys can see this. Guys, this is crazy. The weapons they're using here are killer weapons. And if anybody's been in the military before, those tracer rounds, that's a major gun they're using right there. This is drone footage, and it's just not one of them. There's a couple of them. They're shooting. You see the bullets flying, but you'll see them flying in this direction too.
Yep.
Both sides have these weapons, and they're using them on each other. It's ridiculous. That is crazy, people. Wow.
That's right on a town road.
That's
nuts.
Right there. That is nuts. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Don says, Joe, did you hear about they are going to bring baseball back and talking about building a new stadium? No, I didn't see that. If you can, send me the article. Maybe we'll throw it up later on in the show, man. We're always looking for outside sources to send us stuff. His buddy sends us stuff. My daughter sends me stuff sometimes. Yeah, we'll take it. My buddy Dallas that you've met before on Twitch when I'm playing video games. They all send us stuff to put on the show. So send us that story.
An article not too long ago.
Well, what's going on right now, Dan, is they're tearing down the stadium, and there's a group trying to save the stadium.
I was going to say, I read that article a couple months ago where they stopped the demo, and people are interested in bringing that back. That's the long-standing sports teams franchises in the Shreveport-Bossier area. Shreveport Captains, I mean, they've gone under different names at different points, but it sure would be not. And the problem is local politicians and leadership. They've run out all the businesses to be able to sustain families, and people do not have money to spend on going to local sporting events.
No, they don't. And that's why they're not
there. These franchises do not survive. You look at Shreveport-Bossier, you've got infrastructure right there, highways through there, back and forth. You've got river access. There's no reason that Bossier-Shreveport can't be thriving. They got, casinos? Hell, the plant they worked in for over almost 20 years, it closed down. That place was there for the longest time. GM plant closes down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just run business out of there.
Yeah, they do. It's not business friendly at all, and it's getting worse.
That's why the sport franchises will never survive, because people do not have that throwaway money, that money that you can just you can live without.
Yep,
don't have it.
Okay, let's see. Next, we got Virginia shooting at an outdoor gathering leaves 8 wounded, officials say. Police in Harrisburg, Virginia. Harrisburg? That's not far from Dad, is it? Harrisburg?
No.
I'm not sure.
Dad lives in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, that's in the northern part of the state, if I remember correctly. No, it's in the southern part. It's in the southern part of the state. Rented lips. Investigating shooting at outdoor gathering. Gunshots fired into a crowd at an outdoor gathering in Virginia early Sunday left 8 people wounded, officials said. Shooting happened around 2:20 a.m.
It's always in the a.m., dude. Always.
Okay. Wow.
Nothing good happens.
Why 8 people got shot at that time of the morning is bizarre to me. I don't get that one.
Well, we see these articles all the time, right? Shooting
here.
Yeah,
here's another one right here. Raleigh mourns after 5 people killed in shooting, including off-duty officer. Yep. Yeah, it's a shame.
Happens all too often.
That is the next chapter right there. Okay. Yeah, it does happen too often, but it's
stupid is stupid does, sir.
Stupid is as stupid does, sir. That is a fact. No doubt about that. I wish I could find that video. I've got too many videos, man.
Too many videos, not enough time.
That's it. Why? Because I'm an ass.
And you got your head all the way up it.
And while we're listening to Al, let's see what he's got to say now.
What do we got?
We've got the
Jock
insane
Strap.
jumpers.
The guy's a beast.
The bad holders. Oh my God, not paying attention. And Cut Daddy getting smacked around by the refs. Yes, we've got the Jock Strap. Those millionaires that like to do stupid shit. And this guy isn't a millionaire yet, but he could be, because now they're paying college players, from what I understand. Alabama wide receiver Jermaine Burton appears to.
Yep, that's our Simple Jack Award winner right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excuse
me.
We'll cover this later then.
Tyree said anytime I can.
That's right.
Cast dispersion on.
Hang on a second. Are you sure about that? Okay. I must not have placed it correctly. I apologize. The producer screwed up. It'll be all right, though, because the producer will fix it right now. We'll cover that story later. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Oops. Okay. So the next one we've got is, here we go. Oh boy. Yeah, man. We get to talk about my boy, who the Denver Broncos fans are. They're ready to give him back to me. Yeah. Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson looks totally washed, according to Highly Clutch. Russell Wilson was supposed to solve all of Denver's quarterback woes, and the Broncos have struggled to develop a quarterback of its own since John Elway was young. Former first-rounder Paxton Lynch didn't work out, nor did Drew Lock, and with a talented roster, Denver made their move in the offseason when they acquired the Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson from Seattle. Not only that, but they signed him to a $245 million contract. Oh, my God. It gets worse. Marcus Spears blasts Wilson after another abysmal game with the Broncos. And if you saw his game last week, he came out 9 of 10 out the gate. I guess the scripted plays went really well, but after that, it dropped off. And a lot of guys are weighing in on it.
Well, yeah, it looks like everybody's kind of ganging up on old Russ. I mean,
yeah,
guys are coming out of the woodwork. So,
yep. Marshawn Lynch makes his thoughts on Russell Wilson very clear. And apparently him and Richard Sherman drop a revelation on Broncos star Russell Wilson that doesn't look good. Apparently, they have to reach out to him through his manager now.
His management, yeah.
They can't get a hold of him directly.
Directly, yeah. He's too big for that now.
That's
insane. Really sad. I mean,
that's insane. Especially, this one I could kind of understand. But that one that shared a backfield with him for how long? I mean, okay.
Yeah, well, look, he spent a lot of time with both of those guys. Both of those guys were part of the leadership group on those Super Bowl teams, and those guys are tight, or at least they were until he goes to Denver and gets the big money contract, and now he ain't got time here for nobody.
And now all of a sudden he's
he is, man. I don't know what's going on with him.
Man, what is up with that? Matt from Small Time Republic says, "Let's ride."
So, I mean, he complained about he didn't have enough say in the offense, and it looks like he's got a free run there in Denver. But
I don't know if he's got free run, man. I mean, really think about it. If he had free run, would he be under center? I don't think he'd be under center, man.
Look, I guarantee he's got more say in the offense than he did in Seattle because that's all he bitched about.
Well, their offensive coordinator, their head coach was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator. So that may not be the case, Dan. That may be the case of the guy not using the talents this guy has. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everything you're saying, if you know who Hackett is, he was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator. And usually when they become head coaches,
they didn't scout Russell Wilson at all, right?
That's not that they didn't scout him. Dude, he's played in the shotgun for how many years now, and now they got him under center.
And?
Okay.
Terry Bradshaw played under center.
You must not understand what I'm talking about, but that's cool.
I totally understand what you're saying. Now, this guy's paid a lot of money, and
he's been paid a whole lot of money.
Yeah. Shotgun or underneath the damn center, he's a professional quarterback.
He should be playing better than he is. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
But when a quarterback's struggling after how many weeks is it now? You might want to throw in some plays that he knows how to run.
Well, I tell you what, they should have self-scouted him. If this guy's not suited for the offense, they shouldn't have brought him in. They shouldn't have brought him in.
My co-host on the weekend show, who is a huge Denver fan, chimes in with, "Oof, I came in at the worst time."
Sorry about that, bro. It's hard to ignore the Russell Wilson in Jock Strap because he's the one that gets all the headlines.
Dude,
man.
yeah, he's the main story so far this season. It really is. Yeah. And I hate it for him, man. I hate it for him. But there are other teams with problems. Here we have a story about Saints star running back Alvin Kamara. He may lose his entire NFL career earnings and more due to serious charges. And if you've seen the pictures, I'm not going to show them, but you can look it up yourself. This is out of Essential Sports, but you can find this video anywhere. He apparently helped gang bang a friggin' dude at a nightclub, just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, they ganged up on him.
They kicked the shit out of him. And
yeah,
he deserves whatever they want to throw at him because that's just dumb.
Yeah, that was a dumb. But he was definitely a candidate for the Simple Jack. This thing happened in the offseason, and it's not going away. I mean, he's going to end up paying a heavy cost for making a really bad decision. And again, this is an old story about the athletes in general, who they carry around them when they become successful.
That's the thing. Yeah, and Ray Lewis damn near didn't become the player that we loved over the years.
Right.
I know you do, and I love the guy. I'd follow that guy through a wall. But early in his career at a Super Bowl, he got in the same kind of mix, and somebody died. And to his credit, now I have to give him credit for this. He didn't say one word about what happened. He didn't throw his guys under the bus, anything like that. Guys, remember, the charge that he was thrown in jail for was contempt of court for not speaking. Okay.
Right.
So remember that he wasn't on murder charges. It was somebody else was on murder charges, and he was a witness, and they wanted him to talk, and he wouldn't. And but one of the things, what made Ray such a great guy, in my opinion, is he became accountable for his actions. And one of the things that the NFL made him do was go around and talk to college players at different colleges and tell them, hey, this is what can happen to you if you bring, once you get here, you're going to make money. And once you're doing that, you better watch who you bring with you. And apparently Alvin is paying the price for that right now. That's something you got to consider, man. I mean, really.
Yeah, he's got a chance to be a great player for a long time, and he's at the Pro Bowl with some people, and he makes a bad decision, gets caught up in the wave, and it's going to cost him dearly.
Yeah.
It really is.
Small Time Republic says, the police must have tried really hard to make Ray talk. Yeah.
Sure they did.
They did. And
Sure
to his credit, he didn't say a word. He didn't. And it's not that I'm down with the bad guys or anything. I've always believed snitches get stitches, man. I just don't. No. I'm not.
Well, I don't know about all the stitches and blah, 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 but I know if you're better off, clamming up and getting yourself representation before you start talking.
That's it. Don't go running your mouth off, because you're going to get your ass in a crack.
Because a lot of times they already have in their mind who did what, and they're just looking for corroboration for their little story.
That's all they need. Yeah, they're just looking for a story to sell, right? Okay, let's see. Back to the Jock Strap and the millionaires, and here we got Bill Belichick appeared.
Bill.
Yeah, big picture Bill. Bill Belichick appeared completely uninterested in rookie's attempt to present him with a game ball. Now, this was during the game that they won last, and apparently,
I think that would have put him
George
third all
Wallace's
time
record or something.
I think it would have put him third all time on the record, passing Papa Bear Hallis.
Yeah,
in the NFL. But, you can tell and you watch the video, he's not interested in that. He probably didn't even have it on his mind, because that guy right there is about a big picture,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could he have been more gracious? Maybe, rookie. Bill's been in the league a long time, He's trying to win.
In the rookie's defense.
Stupid is, does, sir.
Is stupid does, sir.
Give it to him after the game. He'll like it a lot more then, right? Okay, let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah, now this story was great right here. If I can get it to load, there it goes. All right. White ESPN reporter who appeared to lecture black NFL head coach about race representation gets bombed on Twitter. Issues clarifications. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this soundbite. I was kind of hoping to be with the article, but it's not. But basically, the white reporter was trying to say something that had to do with race, and Todd Bowles did not take the bait. He basically made that person look like a total idiot up there.
Yeah, she tried to interject right into a story that just didn't need to be there, and he told her as much. He doesn't see it that way. And most of his peers don't see it that way either. So,
right,
he's trying to push a narrative, and he wasn't going down that road with her at all. So,
yeah, and
she was up for Simple Jack, but she didn't win.
Well, she was treading in the
danger zone. Danger zone. Danger zone.
But it didn't work, man.
Didn't work, man.
It didn't
I
work.
was like, you know what? I'm not down for that.
I'm not down with that. He said,
Let me help you back.
That's what he said.
Your career can go somewhere else. Out of the Tampa market anyway.
Right. And then we got this story. This is funny. Because I didn't see most of this game.
My dude, Chris Collins.
I watched it, but I was watching other things. I had it on the small TV. And NFL fans couldn't believe how nasty Chris Collinsworth got with his R-rated comment about
my dude
O-lineman on Sunday Night Football. And apparently he said a little taste of Dickerson coming right down your throat.
That's what's up, man. It's pretty descriptive. So what? It's a family show. What did he say?
Let me see. Is this a friggin'...
How about if you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat?
You can't say that on TV, bro.
You can't say that on TV.
You can't hear, man.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
What?
Oh my God. Let's see. Mudbugs.
Look, Chris Collinsworth is not a young guy, dude. And he's just going to keep saying crazy shit, dude.
He is going to keep saying crazy shit. I dig it. Keep doing it,
the
Chris.
crazier the shit that comes out of our mouth, and we're not politically correct, so we're like, what? What was wrong with that? Shoot, what is it now? Pronouns? Oh my God, what?
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just hard to keep up.
You know? Oh, brother, and it just gets worse for the Cowboys. If you're a Cowboys fan, you might want to tune out right about now. Jerry Jones accused of sticking his tongue in the woman's mouth, groping her in front of Cowboys players, and his wife too. Did I see that?
That's what it says, man. Some kind of freak show going on in Jerry's world.
Jerry Jones is being taken back to court by a woman who claims he sexually assaulted her in front of several Cowboys players in 2018. First of all, I want to know if this happened in the locker room.
I think it happened in an office setting.
Because if it happened in the locker room, look out, man. Look out. People, guys get crazy.
It doesn't matter if this truly happened. You know, he's going to have his day in court. But we've already seen pictures of Jerry on Facebook, man, pants around his ankles with young chicks and whatnot. So hey,
so what you
he
telling
doesn't
me
live in our world, man.
What you telling me is he did it again. What?
I mean,
he did it again. Oh,
how many times have we seen people with a lot of money and influence doing just really crazy shit that you just can't do in a civilized society?
We're going to talk about a few of them down the stretch here. We're going to talk about a few of them down the stretch here, man. No doubt about it.
But
oh my God,
when they live that lifestyle, they figure, why not? I don't have to be, I can get away with this. I don't live by these laws anyway. So,
right? They just say.
The crazy shit people with a lot of money and influence do is just like mind-boggling. But for them, it's par for the course, right? So,
yep.
Did you go to that? Did you go to that island and hang out with all the young underage whatever? Yeah, I did that last weekend. Whatever.
Yeah, I did it last weekend, bro. It was awesome.
7 time.
You know what I mean? There you go.
Hanging out with Pootie Tang.
Got my dillies on the pepper tank.
Dude, this right here, it was part of a meme. The meme said Carson Wentz throwing to his receiver. I mean, that ref is watching the base, and he doesn't even see this coming.
Takes it inside his noggin, bro. He's concussed.
I mean, blasted him. That is insane, bro.
Now, look, let me tell you something. I've never seen that before. I've watched a lot of baseball. I understand the guy's trying to pick and turn and throw but you're not even close to first base, dude. He hit the umpire.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I think my guy did that on purpose, man.
Might have.
I think the guy did that on purpose. Call me out again, motherfucker.
He wound up and nailed that guy.
He did. About it. Right in the noggin, man.
Now, our next story, guys, this is some high character stuff that we saw out of a boxer that, he's talented and everything. But, I gained, Danny and I gained a big measure of respect for this guy. This man, the headline reads, this man will never have the natural ability of living again. Deontay Wilder breaks down in tears while talking about a paralyzed boxer, Pritchard Colon.
Now, this Pritchard Colon guy, he fought early on in his career. This is not the guy that he won the title for. But the question was asked during the post-game fight, and he still has strong feelings about that, and he has strong feelings about boxing in general. He's an advocate for all boxers, and he's like, this is our lifestyle. This is what we choose to do. You guys see it as a sport. This is life and death for us. And here's a guy that was trying to take care of his family. We had a fight, and now he's paralyzed for life, and his family's having to take care of him. So you guys think this is just a big sport. For us, this is real life and death stuff, and so he was crying, and he's an advocate for all the boxers and why they do what they do. So he showed a lot of character. He showed a different side of Wilder that I didn't know was there. And it goes, you see, sports is theatrical, right? And they're going to put on a show for the sports.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you see
the humanity.
Real person. And he's still broken up about that. All these years later, it still bothers him. So it's a touching story. It really is.
Make you think of what was that movie with John Wayne, The Quiet Man, where he was their Irish. He was dating the Irish girl, and one of their traditions was he had to fight the brothers. Yeah. And he didn't want to do it because he had killed a man in the ring. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Mudbug says, I'm trying to get you the link, the video where Perkins and the group that is talking about the stadium. Oh, don't worry about it, man. Just get it to me during the week in Messenger, and I'll put it together for next week's show. It
would be nice to follow that story and see where it goes.
I've been watching it. I hadn't heard anything new about it, and apparently Don's got some stuff for us on that one. Okay, the last one in Jock Strap, I'm kind of biased about tonight because this is my stepson David. He actually is. Both my kids, I must have done something right, man, because they're living their dream. He actually stepped into the ring this week and was a professional, albeit a small venue, but he was getting paid as a referee.
Hey, he's doing it, man. Look, I gotta say, David looks like he can take both of those guys by himself.
I told Rhonda, I said, he needs to stick around it because he wants to wrestle. And I told him, stick around there and learn what you can from the guys, right?
Ask him, ref. Ask him, ref.
That's it. What I liked about it, guys, and I'm not going to make you watch this whole video, but what I liked about it was he stayed out of the wrestler's way. He didn't become involved in it, which this is a mistake young referees do a lot. And if you continue to watch that video, like when he's got him in a headlock, the guy acts like he's failing. He checks him, he's checking him and stuff. It was really cool. And I told his mother, I said, judging from the size of those guys, they could use Dave. They could use him out there because he's a big fella. But Dave's not a small guy.
Take both of those cats by himself,
no doubt.
But that's cool that he's doing that, man. I mean, look, he's following it. It's not always glamorous. It's not always easy. Like yourself, doing your comic book strip, dude, and following that.
Yeah,
what life is, dude. Life is not about the grind of 9 to 5. It's about life experience. And kudos to him. Kudos to you. Kudos to anybody goes out there and does that stuff,
The Royal Fox chimes in with, yes, that's my boy. Yeah, man. Well, you know how it is. Life gets in the way of your dreams sometimes, man. But when you get older, like you and I are now, you tend to gravitate back to them. You know what I'm saying? And start doing that stuff. I'm just glad to see David do it in his 30s. That's awesome. If he ever wants to wrestle, he needs to do it now because not everybody's Ric Flair wrestling in 60 years old, man. And by the way, nobody pay to see Ric Flair anymore. Please don't do that anymore. Okay, because apparently, from what I've heard about his last match, oh my God, it was something to behold. How bad it was, apparently. So. Let me grab this real quick here.
Well, that's just an indictment on freaking wrestling in general. If they still got to tramps him out there to sell tickets, then
right.
They need to revamp.
Oh, they don't. They don't. It's him trying to stay relevant. It's what it is, and I don't understand why you'd want to do that. But that's just me.
Well, why does Tom Brady still play quarterback at 45?
Why is he? That's another guy that needs to go away.
Because that's all they know, Joe John. They don't know anything else. What is he going to do? Run for Senate?
I know.
Come on now.
It's
disheartening. Yeah,
it is.
But I'm telling you, wrestling doesn't need to put him out there. They're still putting him out there.
Yep.
Because he's got a fan base and he will sell tickets. They're just using him.
All right, let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm having to put something
Why
together
do you
here.
think it still is out on tour, right? Our final tour has been going on for 3 years now.
Pope Metallica says, "Hail, boys!" And then he says, "Ric Flair is the Rolling Stones of WWE. No doubt about it, man. He sure is." Okay, so we're at that point of the show where Al has some more questions.
What do we got? What do we got?
Well, we got
What
the
do
Flix,
we
boys
got?
and girls.
We got the Flix.
That's what we got.
Do we have
We got
anything to
Flix.
talk about Flix, man?
We got a few things. We're gonna have more next week because we got what is it? Black Adam opened
Black
up.
Adam. We're gonna go check it out tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'd like to. I want to see it just to see my boy Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. I think that's going to be cool as hell, man.
I want to see if DC is going to fall in line with Marvel and do some kind of political agenda movie, or if they're just going to do a superhero movie.
Well, let's hope that they do a superhero movie.
Yeah.
All right. As usual, we start off the Flix with the top 10, and look what is hanging on the bottom rung. It's back on the bottom rung, but it's still there. It made over $500,000 this week. Top Gun is still in the top 10. It dropped from 9 to 10. Uh-oh. Wait. What?
Best movie ever. No doubt.
No doubt.
Clean sweep at the Oscar night.
Oh, man.
It's not criminal. Burn the place down. Burn a building.
Do something. Make your voices heard. Yeah.
Get rid of the Academy, dude. I'm telling you. If it doesn't win.
They're going to enter.
It's dangerous. Your obsession with me. Seriously, a lot of Kenny Loggins, you're in the danger zone. From Top Gun. You're in the danger zone. Don't they know you're in the danger zone?
How are they going to ignore that?
Right. Hey, Joe, it's in Facebook Messenger now. Okay. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Pope Metallica says Netflix just dropped a trailer for All Quiet on the Western Front. Really? That sounds cool. World War II. It must be. That must be, or it could be World War One. I'm not sure. But anyway, getting back to our top 10. Halloween Ends made $40 million, and that thing's available on Peacock. You could have spent what, $7 and gotten Peacock for a month and watched it, and it made $40 million. Halloween Ends, and by the way, boys and girls, I'm here to tell you, don't waste your time on Halloween. Don't do it. I'd watch it on Peacock for the last 15 minutes. The fight between Laurie Strode and Mike is pretty good. But other than that, yeah, it's silliness.
Start back high.
And then we got Smile, another horror movie at number 2. It drops down from number 1, making $12 million. Lyle Crocodile?
Yeah, I'm looking at these freaking titles, man, and I'm like...
Yeah. The Woman King still in theaters. Amsterdam is not doing well. And that was a highly touted movie. Yep. That's the one with... Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah, Don't Worry, Darling. Barbarian, Terrifier 2. Bros didn't even make $1 million.
Top Gun Maverick. Boom.
Top Gun Maverick still in the top 10. There it is.
Hanging in there, man.
It is. It's still hanging. Yeah.
My prediction is next week it will go up to number 9.
You think it's going to go back up to number 9?
I'm going on record right now.
On.
Next week goes up to number 9. Mark it down.
Let's see. He says, you're welcome. And guess who's coming here in February? Journey is coming here. Yeah, I heard that. My wife told me about that. She's a big Journey fan. I may have to take her to that show.
Is Stephen Perry going to be out there with him?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll have to check into that.
There was talks of that might happening.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Like a Hell Freezes Over Journey tour? Really? Wow, man. That would be something, wouldn't it?
What a shoot. I'll go see that show.
Rumor Ezra Miller reportedly being replaced as the Flash no matter what.
Yeah, he just did too much damage, dude.
Yeah, he's done too much damage to their brand.
Even Hollywood can only take so much craziness,
right?
In a public setting. You know, if you keep that in the locker room, you may be able to get away with that.
I don't know. Have we seen Charlie Sheen on screen since he started doing Tiger Blood and winning all the time? Have we seen him on screen since then?
Yeah, no, we haven't.
I don't think we have, man. Yeah, there's a certain limit of craziness they're willing to put up with.
And their bar is pretty high, dude.
Yeah, it is pretty high. I mean, this guy. You
gotta keep it in the locker room.
This guy does what a lot of people in Hollywood do, and they threw him under the bus pretty quick. And apparently, he's been vindicated. Jury Kevin Spacey didn't molest actor Anthony Rapp in 1986. What?
Well, then why did he apologize?
Yeah, what is this story here? Kevin Spacey tearfully says he regrets ever apologizing to Anthony Rapp over alleged sexual misconduct. He regrets apologizing in the past. So why did he apologize?
Why did he apologize?
That's a good question.
I mean, if you didn't do anything wrong, what are you apologizing for?
Yeah, that's what is going on there. Very strange
Nothing
stuff, man.
to see here.
Nothing to see here? No. Is that what's going on? Yeah, Kevin, he's a talented actor, man, but wow. Another one that borderlines that craziness. And we had some sad news. Go ahead.
Let's see him, you know, in the big major roles like he was before. You might see him.
And some of his movies are some of the greatest ones I've ever seen.
Sure.
I mean, American Beauty is a fantastic movie. About a
Usual
middle-aged
Suspect.
guy hasn't been appreciated his whole life, having a midlife crisis and just going into full-on fuck it mode.
Yeah.
You know, that was awesome. And then
Usual Suspects.
Suspects. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best one he ever did. But I liked L.A. Confidential with him and
L.A. Confidential was very good, dude.
Yeah, whatever. I can't remember that one guy's name, but it was Russell Crowe. Was a very young Russell Crowe was in that movie too.
Yeah, the guy that's in Memento.
Right, Memento. That guy. I never can remember his name, but he's great. The guy's awesome.
Yeah.
But
good movie, no doubt. You know.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey and when he did, Dad's calling me with his pick. Good Lord, I need to remember to call him when I'm driving home. But yeah, he even did one of the best Lex Luthors, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, that Superman Returns movie wasn't very popular, but
I liked it.
The casting was good. I mean, the guy that was playing Superman, the whole thing with the Superman's kid thing kind of threw it off. But let's see.
And he was kind of creepy.
Small Time Republic says Glenn Ross. I know you like that one, Dave.
Oh, it's a great movie. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's great.
Wait, we got to clip that, right? Isn't that the one where Al goes off on him?
Al goes off. Child. Where'd you learn your craft? Oh, it's a great movie, man. Yeah.
You are here to help us, not to fuck us.
Does that not seem clear to you?
No doubt, man. Yep.
Oh, man.
I had
He let you
forgotten
have
about that one. Yep. Yeah, that's a great movie. But we had some sad news this week. And what's funny is the kids are sad about it because of his role in Harry Potter as Hagrid. Robbie Coltrane, beloved actor of the Harry Potter fame, dies at 72. But that's not what I know him from, guys. Let me find this picture real quick of him in the role. Now, what did you say you had seen him in, Dan?
The Johnny Depp movie From Hell.
From Hell. Okay.
I believe that's what it's called. It's a Jack the Ripper movie. It's really good. Really good. Yeah.
Well, this is the one that I remember him from. That's him in I think that's, if I remember correctly, that's from Die Another Day. He was a Russian ally named Valentin Zukovsky or something like that. He was in all every time he needed something from the Russians, he talked to this guy. And he was in GoldenEye and damn near shot him in the nuts in GoldenEye on purpose.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. It was he was a great character in the Pierce Brosnan ones. I know you're not a fan of the Brosnan movies, but I am, and he was a great supporting character in it. But yeah, it's a shame. 72 years old. I mean, yeah, he had a full life. I'd say you make it to your 70s.
To me, though, I don't know.
Do what now?
He was a big guy, big man.
Yeah, he was a big fella. No doubt about it. Yeah.
He lived life, that's for sure.
Yep. That's for sure. Let me see what we got here.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, bro.
Yep. I hated he's gone, man, because he was a good actor. He wasn't the lead guy, but he was a good supporting actor in everything he did.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. As far as I know, Al still has questions.
What do we got?
He said, what do we got?
Earthquakes.
We got earthquakes, boys and girls. We got some earthquakes.
This poor lady right here.
Yeah, she's trying to get that lipstick on, but
he is
too much shit shaking up her world, bro.
He is not going to be deterred though, because that shit's supposed to go on a certain way, and then I don't know who built that highway, dude, but it was just poorly
constructed. Is that what you're trying to tell me, man?
The surveyors, what the hell were they doing, man? Before they even built the thing, there's nothing underneath the road.
Yep. Well, our first story in earthquakes, Supreme Court urged to halt Biden's student loan forgiveness program. What?
Urged.
A group of Wisconsin taxpayers on Wednesday asked the Supreme Court to block the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness program while an appeal plays out in a lower court. The emergency request filed to Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who handles emergency matters arising from Wisconsin, comes shortly after the administration began accepting applications for the program. You guys have to excuse me. A pop-up ad keeps trying to drag itself in here. The challengers, the Brown County Taxpayers Association, urged the court to rule that the president's nationwide debt cancellation plan illegally encroaches on Congress's exclusive spending power. Interesting argument. Very interesting argument, Dan. Let's see what we have here. Oh, Das Wolfen's here. He says, hello, all. It's good to see you, John. Good to see you.
Howdy.
Yeah, that is that's very interesting. Very interesting. We have to keep an eye on this story, man. See what kind of traction it gets.
Well, the question is, if you forgive all the loans that have been given out, the money's still got to be recovered.
Yeah, it's got to come from somewhere. And
Who do you think that money's
I believe
come
we
from?
know. Well, we know where it's coming from.
Okay, then.
I saw.
The problem is not enough people understand that.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, cool, man. They're forgiving all these loans. Wait, why did my taxes go up?"
Well,
what?
Because we got to forgive these loans.
What?
What?
Dodge people, man. We
don't pay attention to that.
Nothing in this world is free, man. Just is.
It's not.
If they forgive these people, somebody else is going to be on the hook to get that freaking money.
Wisconsin's saying,
Stop that. Because they have huge tracts of land.
Huge tracts of land. That's it. Exactly, bro. Oh, man. Love me some Monty Python. Okay. Next one we got here.
It loves you right back, dude.
I know it does. According to Reuters, thousands take to the streets on the 16th. That must have been last Friday, I think. Take to the streets in Paris to protest soaring prices. Yeah, man.
The 16th, I believe, today's the 20th, so that would have been like what, Monday?
No, probably Saturday or Sunday. Thousands of people took to the streets of Paris on Sunday to protest against soaring prices as weeks of strikes for higher wages at oil refineries spurred demands for a general strike. Yeah, people are getting fed up, man.
We want more. We want more. We want more. Well, people need to. Yeah, I mean, if the cost of living is going up 30% and your annual increase is 4%,
then the math.
You're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, you are. You are getting your
ass kicked. But
you know
who's not getting their ass kicked?
Sign your kitty on the running time.
Sign your kitty on the running side. That's who's not getting their
Pootie
ass kicked.
Tang ain't getting hurt by it. That's for sure.
Politicians, corporate juggernauts, people of power and influence, Hollywood. We, the people down here, are getting our ass kicked.
You mean people like this guy?
Like
Nancy
this guy.
Pelosi,
This guy right here is the best trader ever. The way the guy makes decisions before shit pops off, it's amazing. I don't know how he does it.
Nancy Pelosi's husband bought at least $1 million in Alphabet stocks days before the House leadership proposed a congressional stock trading ban.
I mean, laughing all the way to the bank.
How could he have known to buy when he did? How could he have known?
Coming and going. Nothing to see here.
You're not going to make use of it again, are you? Not,
I mean, anytime you. Because that's what, we ask these questions, and this is what you're going to get.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Small-time Republic says somebody has to pay the piper. Yeah, it's us.
Yes.
You know it is. The 16th was last Sunday, Das Wolfen says. Okay. Yep. It was Sunday. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Because I know we're fixing to hit another weekend here. Let's see what else we have here. Former Yale employee gets 9 years in prison after admitting to stealing $40 million from university.
She had quite the scheme going with the computers and the IT department and selling computers to outside. She had quite the scheme going.
Really?
She really did. And if you get a chance to read this article, she was up for Simple Jack too. She really transformed herself physically. And it's very bizarre what she did. And she got Yale for a lot of money. Yale is Ivy League. They're supposed to be the best and brightest. And this chick was just stealing right out from underneath their freaking nose.
This is her right here, isn't it? Former Yale medical school official, 43, sentenced to 9 years. Oh, my gosh. She doesn't. Now, if this is her.
There's
she
some
definitely looks different.
There's some other pictures of her younger. She's definitely, different.
Wow.
She's gone over. She's gone in. She did a makeover. That's for sure. So. But she had a little scam going there for real for quite a long time. She owned properties. She owned classic cars. She was living the lifestyle. She was doing it.
Small Time Republic says about our last story, we need term limits. We were talking about this last week. Danny feels that age limits are a little bit more important.
Need to be enforced as well. It's ridiculous. If you're beyond the retirement age, you shouldn't be holding office. I'm sorry. I've always said anybody beyond the highest speed limit shouldn't be driving a vehicle anyway. If you're over 70, you shouldn't be driving a vehicle because there's no difference between somebody that's older with impaired vision, hearing, reflexes. What's the difference between that person and somebody that's been drinking?
Oh, we got an update. New Orleans up 7 on the Cardinals, 7-3.
It won't last. Whoa, we don't play defense. We gave that shit up last year. I don't know what happened, but whoa. We do not play defense.
Who do you got tonight anyway, Dan? I got you Saints. I'm sorry.
I put it on the stream. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I put the Aints. I'm taking the Aints.
Mudbug's laughing. He says laugh out loud. Hang on. Dus Wolfen says my grandpa drove right up until he was 99. Got to Walmart and called my uncle to pick him up because he was done driving.
Yeah. Wow. I'm telling you, man. I mean, these people that are holding office, look at the average age in Congress. I mean, it's ridiculous. And these people are passing legislation on us. And they don't even live in our world. They don't understand the lives we live. And they're just, I'm sorry, they're just too old. They're too old. You want to have innovation. You want to, do things that are proper or that are for the times or whatever. You have to get the young minds involved. Somebody that's been up there forever and it has no investment in the private sector, they're going to do you no favors. I can tell you that right now. That's proven.
Yeah. No, it's proven every day in these headlines.
Every day.
All right. Let's see. Here's a scary one. I'm sure the people in Flint, Michigan paid attention to this one. Yeah. Radioactive waste found at Missouri Elementary School. There is a significant radioactive contamination at an elementary school in suburban St. Louis where nuclear weapons were produced during World War II, according to a new report by environmental investigations consultants. Wow. And they built a school on it.
Yeah. What's the problem?
That's yeah. I mean, just
I'm sure when they built the school, they had no idea that was like that. Of course, whoever.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Radioactive waste out here is going to kill people. No, I'm not telling you that. That's for sure. Just bury it in the ground, let it seep through the freaking ground and into the water supply. Huh? How'd it get there? Oh, nothing to see here.
You're not going to make me use that again. Come on, man.
Playing this for suckers, dude. Anytime we talk about politics or anything like that, you can use that daggone thing over and over.
I know it. But the one we need to be using is this one.
Be the man. You gotta beat the man.
That's what the Saints are saying tonight, right? Yeah. That's what we'll talk about.
Yes. I'll believe it if they're winning at the end of it, so.
No, actually, the Saints are saying this.
Again.
Yes, that's more like it, dude.
Okay.
Pour
down center to release carbonation and aroma.
Again?
That is the greatest beer commercial ever, boys and girls. I don't want to hear about the Budweiser frogs. I don't want to hear about any of that bullshit. The friggin' pour down center guy is the best. He is the best. All right. Now here's one that I did not understand right here. The headline, I didn't understand it. Georgia says a fetus is a person. The implications are terrifying. Oh, well, now I understand it. It's the Huffington Post. Okay. All right. They're the ones that said, okay. All right. Because I was discussing this with my brother before the show. There's a uniquely dangerous provision in Georgia's abortion ban that paves the way for criminalizing pregnant people. Now, what they're talking about here is neglecting to take care of the child while it was still in the womb. And I'm sitting here going, how is that terrifying? That person should be accountable.
Yes, they should.
We're not
scary.
talking about somebody
to take responsibility for your own life and the life of your child. It's scary, right?
Right. That's scary. What the hell?
Kind of what you buy into when you have a child, I guess. I mean, look, there's incest, there's rape. Those things are separate issues to me. I mean, that was forcibly put on somebody, and that's not right.
And there should be provisions for that.
But to deny that, it's a growing person. It's life. It is. If it's inconvenient, I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. So
yeah. Okay. Getting back to the one we were talking about with Pelosi and her husband, Das Wolfen, says it should be illegal to make money while in office. You know. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Many politicians get rich while in office. Well, yeah, they walk in there paupers and they come out millionaires.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yep.
He says, that is my state. That is St. Louis for you. Talking about the radiation in the school.
Yeah. And that's that you can tell that story anywhere in the United States where it's been industrialized. You can tell.
I'm not going to put the football stuff up, Mudbug. I love you to death, man, but I'm not going to put that stuff up right now. There may be people wanting to watch the game after we're done. Yeah, Das Wolfen says, "Woo!" You talk about be the man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Das Wolfen also says, if a fetus is declared a person, then abortion becomes murder. That is what they are scared of. Well, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Let's see. Saints picked up. Listen to this. Everybody's giving us updates on the game. Stop with the updates of the game, man. People might want to watch it later. Okay, so what is the next one? We got to get this done so people can get back to that game. Oh yeah. Here we go. Right here. Yes. News anchor taken off air after calling politician. I hate that word anyway. I'm not even going to say it.
Not the C word.
The C word. Channel 4 news anchor, Krishnan Guru Murthy. Wow. Where do they get these names, man?
Christian Gazarinamurthy. There you go. Boom. You just got to power through it, bro.
Yeah, I guess I got to power through it, but then I could just have Pootie Tanks.
What a top.
You know what I'm saying?
My baby,
I mean, come on. Anyway, the name has been taken off air for a week after he said...
For a week?
For a week. That's all. Drop the C word.
That's what you get for saying the C word on the air? Okay, cool.
After he was caught on a tape calling Tony MP... Tory MP. See, I'm stammering through this.
Tory MP Steve Baker.
Steve Baker as a C word. The network confirmed Thursday that the presenter has been suspended for presenting duties in response to the incident.
Presenting duties.
Whatever. Dropping a C word on somebody. What the hell? I don't get it.
He was shirking his duties.
Let's see what we got here. What is going on here? Rhonda says, okay. Rhonda says, see you next week.
Power through. Let's go to Simple Jack and get the final words in.
Is that what you want to do, dude? You want to do it now? Okay.
Power through so people can get to the football game.
Get to the football game. It's football game time, damn it. All right. Well, boys and girls, due to time constraints and the NFL, it is time.
Dude.
I have the utmost respect for going in there. I have the utmost respect for going in there.
Kurt Warner
got blasted into retirement.
Bobby McRae let him have it, bro.
Don't
you can have it all, bro.
Do not come to this side of the line of scrimmage. Don't do that, Kurt Warner. You will pay.
I am now on offense, and you're on defense. Get some.
Well, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and get to the Simple Jack Award. If you don't know what the Simple Jack Award, that's the award we give out to that person each week that, you know, he's trying to get things done. He's trying to get things happening and get things going the right way. He's trying to take care of those butterflies. He just can't seem to do it, man. He just can't seem to do it. Das Wolfen says, I got Karma on my or Camara on my fantasy football team, so he needs to run over the opposition. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So, who gets it this week, Dan? Who is it?
Well, it's the wide receiver from the Tide.
A wide receiver from the Tide. What did he do, Dan? What did he do?
They lost a game up there on Rocky Top, and as he's walking off, of course, the fans they rushed the field.
You mean Alabama lost a regular season game in the SEC?
In the SEC to the Tennessee Volunteers, which they have owned for a long time. Owns
the Volunteers.
So when they lose from the knuckleball heard around the world, and the freaking fans, they rush the field, and this lady's shooting a video with her phone, and this guy, he pulls a freaking Jimmy Johnson, says, "Get that camera out of my face!"
Alabama wide receiver Jermaine Burton appears to hit female fan after Tennessee game. Now we've got the video here, and I've got it muted so we don't have to listen. There's an Arabic guy that gets on here, starts talking, but you see it right here. If you follow my mouse,
number 3, right
he
here.
does blast that chick.
Well, he open hand shoves her.
Yeah,
he's got the camera and he open hand shoves her.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you what. Now, okay, so he shouldn't be putting his hands on her. And I'm the first one to laugh at Alabama in any bad light that they get.
Yep.
So he's a young man and he should know better in the climate that we live in. You can't do that. You can't.
You just can't.
And it looks like she was trying to sidestep him, try to get out of his way, while she's shooting that video. And it's not acceptable. It's, they just lost the game. Emotions are high, athletes, they get the blood up, and she's actively trying to get out of his way. And he wasn't about that camera, and he made a stupid decision that probably is going to cost him his scholarship, chance to pros. It's going to cost him dearly. In today's climate, you just can't do it. You cannot do it. It's not acceptable. No matter what he just went through, you can't put your hands on anybody, So he did it, and that's all I have to say about that.
Never go for retard. 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 Never go for retard.
Because it's Alabama, we had to do the riff this time.
Absolutely.
We had to do the riff. Yes, absolutely. Let's see.
So he went full retard. So there you go. Good going, Alabama Crimson Tide.
Typical Bammer activity, he said. Small Time Republic says. Yeah, no doubt about it. Look, unless you're an Alabama fan, you hate Alabama. So, hey, whatever. No, he doesn't need to be smacking a chick around, man. Come on.
No.
Yeah, you lost a game. So what?
There's a lot of other athletes from Alabama walking, dejected with their heads down, but they weren't slapping anybody. That's just, that's part of the deal. That's
example. He was just following his hero, Devontae Adams' example, man. That's all he was doing. Yeah. That's all.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, right?
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls. That is going to be our show for this evening. Let me clue you in on onto what's going on. Of course, let's see. The next time you'll see me working on this thing right here. You get me. Get to see me working on the Privateer, my comic book. We do that show every Saturday, 1:30 in the afternoon. It's me and my buddy Justifier Jim sketching the Privateer. 4 pages away from having issue number 1 plotted. And what I'm going to do, Dan, is I'm going to use this show just to plot the books. And then I'm going to do, it's only an hour a week. So, 20 weeks, which is what? Is that 5 months? Something like that. I'll plot out a book.
20 weeks is what? 2 4 is 4 months.
Yeah, basically. Something like that. Anyway, and that fits my schedule basically of how I'm going to put these out. So I'm just going to keep using this show to plot the books and then do the digital stuff during the week and stuff. So everything's right on schedule. I've got 4 more pages left in this one, and then we're going to, I'm shooting for the spring, which everything's right on schedule for it. That's 1:30 in the afternoon Saturday. We do it for about an hour, and Just Fire Jim's there for whenever I get to concentrate, and he can tell you stories about stuff he's working on and stuff. And then don't forget, we got the pregame party. Me and Knock getting together Sunday mornings at 10 Central. All times are Central. He gives us a scouting report. He told us all about the Tennessee Volunteers upsetting the Bama Crimson Tide this week in the scouting report. Plus, we tell you about everything that is going on in the NFL last week and the week coming up. And then, of course, you got Papa Joe Gamer up way too late. Now, I'm about to change the name of this show. It's going to be the same thing, but it's not going to be so late because I'm on a day schedule now. I can't stay up that late anymore.
You don't have to.
But I'm thinking 10 o'clock to midnight on Sundays would be the time I do this from now on. I think I've got to change the schedule on that. But watch for Twitch. Watch my schedule. You'll see when it is. I get on there for a couple hours and play some games, and it's a lot of fun. Join me if you want to see an old man fuck up at video games. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, Wednesday nights is when I get together with friends of mine that I stream with here on YouTube and the chat, and we just talk about whatever. I come in with some subjects, and like last night, me and Small Time Republic were talking about the Halloween season. I was telling them our traditions we had here at the house when the kids were growing up, and what me and Danny used to do as kids, and we talked about the movies. And next week we're going to be talking. It's going to be another Halloween show, but it's part 2, and we're going to be talking about the babes that are in these horror movies, for these classic horror flicks, like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Jamie Lee Curtis and all that. And we're also going to talk about more urban myths and stuff from our guests in their areas they live in, and some other movies that we like. So you guys come see us every Wednesday, 5:30 in the evening Central Time, 6:30 Eastern. And, of course, you can always come back and check out me and Hylunder hacking the Matrix every Thursday, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. You got anything else you want to tell the fans, man?
No, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining in and watching the Clown Show. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next week, and God bless.
All right. And listen, until I see you guys again, I want you to keep on, keeping on. And don't forget what Pootie Tank says.
Sign your pity on the running kind.
Always.
Okay?
Always.
Don't forget that. Do not ever forget that. Just keep on keeping on. God bless.